absolutely hosing down. I feel like I've already been on an adventure. The drive here was absolutely beautiful. Just such a stunning part of the country. We're on the west coast side of the Arthur's Pass National Park, and that's where we're heading today, up the Hunts Creek River. I've not been up there for a few years, quite a few years, like maybe 20 years. And yeah, I thought we'd head up there because it is rainy and snowy all over the place at the moment, and this area is relatively protected. So we've got some rain forecast for later on, and you can see actually it's already raining. I've got my raincoat on, rain pants, I'm all equipped. So there's going to be a bit of rain this afternoon and into the evening, and then tomorrow morning there's snow forecast, and I don't know that it's going to hit here. I'm not sure if I'm hoping it does or doesn't, but it should be great fun. So I hope you're looking forward to a good adventure. I am going to get on the track and get going. The first bit of this track follows the river, and it's a lot of boulder hopping. No specific track, so we're just going to find our way up the river, and I'll catch up with you a bit further up. I think that spot looks absolutely perfect. Some trees to tie the tarp off to, some rocks to build a fireplace. And let's get camp set up. started taking all my wet weather gear off. And put it back on again because I realised I haven't got any firewood yet. And getting firewood is going to be a wet mission. Right. Look at how wet that is. All this moss. Focus. So wet. Well, I hunted high and low. I spent ages walking up and down the riverbed. I tried cutting up some fallen wood that was on the riverbed. I tried going up into the bush. I tried the trees that were on the edge of the bush, and everything was rotten. Everything I cut was rotten, and everything was covered in moss. So there will be no fire tonight, which is very sad, but I'll get over it. Look on the bright side, there won't be any stinky smoke. The last time I tried to light a fire in these conditions was 2 videos ago, so if you haven't seen the one where I walked up Klondike Valley up to the tarn, up in the snow, you've got to watch that. It was such a great trip, 2 videos back. But it was the same sort of conditions. The wood was so wet, and I spent 2 hours, I'm not joking, it wasn't all captured on film, but I spent 2 hours nursing that fire, and finally it just went out, and I was smoky and my eyes were sore and I was so frustrated. So stuff it, I'm not doing that again. It'll get dark quite soon. We'll have to guess on what time it is. But I'm pretty sure that I know what time it is. It's wine time. Just before I have my wine and snacks, I'm going to put my puffer jacket on. It pays to keep yourself warm. Actually put your warm layers on before you get cold, because once you're cold it's really hard to warm up. I'm actually quite disappointed, my hair's a bit wet. I tried really hard to keep my hood up on my what am I talking about? My hood up on my raincoat. I've bought so many warm clothes. Okay. I don't like to take any chances, especially when it's raining. I want to have plenty of layers. I have to assume that the ones I'm wearing for the trip in are going to get wet, even though I don't want them to. But I assume they are, and it's a bonus if they don't. Because if you get to camp expecting to have dry clothes and they're wet, you're in deep trouble. So I've always got a full change of clothes. And look at these. I like having fun with sewing and knitting from time to time. I can crochet, sew, knit. I don't do a lot of it, but sometimes I like having a bit of fun. I've got lemon juice and capers in here, so I might actually pour that over the salmon now. And some coriander, cilantro is its other name. Oh, that smells amazing. Okay, so I'm just going to let that heat up a bit more, and then I need to heat up the mashed potato again because that's getting cold. My jacket's a little bit wet. I keep going out to move the camera, and every time I do I'm getting rained on. I need to watch that. These down jackets are not supposed to get wet. I'm loving this little lantern. It's from Firemaple. It's super cute. I've got a couple of gas canisters that are almost empty but not, and I don't trust them for my cooking just in case they run out. But I thought, seeing as I had space, I'd put this one in that's got just a little bit left, and this is a really good way to use it up. It's really cute. Gives off a nice little sort of, what's the word? A nice glow, a nice ambience. Okay, I'm going to switch these over. Put the mashed potato back on. Dinner was amazing. It's really, really delicious. And I have to confess, I've started dessert without you. Sorry, I just couldn't wait. Strawberries, single dipped in smooth dark chocolate. These are amazing. They don't necessarily look the prettiest because they've been squashed in my pack. Well, that one looks good. Look at that. Fresh strawberries. Dipped in chocolate. This is amazing. Thank you for coming with me. It's so nice to have you guys join me. It really makes all the difference. I was thinking the other day that it's now August, September, October. It's almost a year since I released my first video. And I had no idea that it would take off like this. And that's thanks to you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. I mostly want to say thank you so much for all the really lovely, encouraging comments that you leave. I'm not sure if you realise quite how much that means. Funny enough, I'm not an insecure person who needs lots of likes and lots of pats on the back. I pretty much do things because I value them. But nonetheless, it really means a lot to know that people value what I'm doing. It really matters. I love to hear from you guys telling me what you get out of it, because at the end of the day, that's why I do it. I do it so that you can have some entertainment if that's what you want. I do it so that when you are bogged down with city life, you can have a bit of time out in the bush. I hope that these trips are good for your soul the way they are for mine. That's why I do them. I'll be out here anyway, but I like to film them and I like to share them with other people because I do honestly think that I'm really lucky to be able to do what I do. And it's not because I'm special, it's just the way that it is. And so there's many people who can't get out into the mountains. Some of you have told me that you used to and you're physically not able to anymore, or work and circumstances mean that you can't. There's people who don't feel like they are brave enough to do it or know how to. And that shouldn't be a reason for you not to be able to enjoy the outdoors like this. So if you can't get out there, come along with me. I love sharing it with you.
Last night was fantastic. It was warm and cozy. It poured and poured with rain while I was going to sleep. And then when I woke up it was nice and still. And then about 10 minutes after I woke up, it poured with rain again. And it's stopped now, it's only just drizzling. There's a little bit of blue sky out there, but I know that the rain is supposed to stop and then snow is supposed to set in a little bit later. I don't know that we'll get it down here where we are. It seems like quite a protected area. There's no snow on the ground from previous snow dumps, so we probably won't get snow where we are, but the weather should turn in about an hour or two. I have to apologise for the sound of the river. I'm hoping you can hear me. My wireless microphone, which is the key to not having to hear all the background noise everywhere else, has decided that it doesn't want to charge. Now I kind of don't blame it, to be honest. It's my fault. A couple of trips back I left it in my jacket pocket and I was so good when I got home. I threw everything in the wash straight away, tried to get all my chores done, and it wasn't until the machine was halfway through its load that I realised this little guy was in my pocket. So he's been through the wash, and as a result he's very temperamental now. I did manage to resurrect it, so anybody who ever puts the DJI microphone through the wash and contact me, ask me what I did. It was an arduous process, but I got it working again, except to say that when it's cold and damp, it doesn't like to charge. Down to the river to get some more water. I didn't want to go all the way back to that stream in the rain. That was quite fun actually. It's really thundering. you can hardly notice that the water level's risen, even though it's been raining all night. I wonder though, with these terraces that have been created here, I suspect that's as high as the water comes. It looks like in a flash flood it would scour out the side of the banks. It's amazing to think, isn't it? So much power. You can see big tree stumps, big logs that have obviously been washed down at some point. I do think that up here, unless you're extremely unlucky and probably extremely stupid, you're not going to get washed away. Just about every single one of my camps, I have a little robin come and visit me. And I've got one just over there behind the camera, so I'm going to turn it around and see if it stays there. It's moving away. Hold on.
I'm very lucky in New Zealand we don't have a whole lot of nasty predators. These little guys, these birds have predators, so introduced predators like possum, stoat, weasel, feral cats, they're all problems for our native birds. But in terms of predators for us, for humans, there isn't anything. No bears, no lions, no snakes. I didn't actually grow up in New Zealand. I grew up in South Africa and did a lot of mountaineering in the Drakensberg Mountains. And so I am fully aware of the risks associated with snakes and scorpions and ticks and not quite lions, you don't tend to see those there, but baboons, hyenas. So I do count myself very lucky.
I'm going to finish tidying up, have my hot chocolate, pack up, and get ready to go. This has been lots and lots of fun. I really love this. Absolutely fantastic. I love this spot. I think it's amazing. I think I'm going to have to come back here again. Just beautiful. I might come back here in the summertime and go for a swim. In New Zealand, even in the middle of summer, our rivers are freezing cold because they come high off the mountains, and a lot of the water in them is snow and ice melt, even in the summer. So I might not swim, but you'll see, maybe. Thank you so much for coming with me. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, have a think about subscribing. Hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you know when my videos are released. And I hope that you have a great day. I hope whatever you're doing, you have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you guys again. If you enjoyed the video, let YouTube know by clicking that like button so they can show it to more people. And I will see you guys on the next adventure. Bye.
It's absolutely hosing down, just as I need to bring the tarp down and head off. Oh well, I'm tempted just to sit under the tarp for a while and wait this out, but I don't think it's going to stop, so I think I need to get on my way. I'm going to bring the tarp down, bundle it up. I've left this pocket here to put it in. Everything is going to be wet when I get home. Everything is going to need to go on the line in the sun. Everything's going to need to be clean. Everything's going to need to be dried out. Okay, you guys, fantastic adventure. I'm heading out into that. See you on the next adventure. Bye.